An underrated character is one who possesses notable skill or significant potential, but is simultaneously overlooked or disregarded. In the realm of the King of Fighters series, underrated characters often possess immense potential yet remained unnoticed. This disparity spurred me to shed light on these overlooked contenders, seeking to bring them the recognition they deserve. Turning to you, I asked for your thoughts on the most underrated characters in the series. Your responses flooded in, showcasing the wealth of untapped talent within the roster. With such a vast array of underrated characters, a mere top 10 list wouldn't suffice. Therefore, prepare for an extensive honorable mention section as we explore the depths of the King of Fighters universe to uncover these hidden gems. Without further ado, here's the top 10 most underrated characters in KOF. Shanfei stands as a prime example of an underrated character within the King of Fighters series. Her journey begins in Real Bout Fatal Fury 2, a game often overlooked in the franchise's canon. Despite this, her introduction to KOF didn't occur until KOF 99, where she made a notable impact. However, her presence waned momentarily, with only a cameo as a striker in KOF 2000 before re-emerging in KOF 2001. It wasn't until O2UM that Shanfei truly shined. In this installment, like many others, she became a formidable force, boasting a wide array of special moves and supers that made her a versatile combatant, capable of handling any situation. Often reserved as the team's anchor, Shanfei's stock meter ensures her devastating supers are always at the ready. Despite her transition to the King of Fighters universe, Shanfei pays homage to her Fatal Fury roots, evident in her moves and supers. Regrettably, O2UM marks her last prominent appearance, save for occasional cameos. With her engaging, distinctive gameplay, Shanfei unquestionably warrants more recognition and inclusion in future titles. I wonder if she's going to be part of Fatal Fury's City of the Worlds. I sure would love to see what a more mature version of Shanfei would look like. The King, another iconic character hailing from the Fatal Fury series, sadly receives what can be considered the most unjust treatment within the King of Fighters franchise. Despite his vibrant personality and unique fighting style, the King makes his sole appearance in KOF 11, leaving fans yearning for more. A relic of the 90s, the King's distinctive design and dynamic dancing stance set him apart. His moveset, inspired by breakdance techniques, not only showcases fluid animation, but also conveys an infectious sense of enjoyment while dealing significant damage to adversaries. Facing the King in combat can prove exasperating due to his unpredictable maneuvers. Despite his loyal fanbase clamoring for his return, SNK appears hesitant to reintroduce this beloved and eccentric breakdancer to the series, leaving enthusiasts to ponder the fate of their favorite character. Mei-Lin, not to confuse with Mei-Li, is a character often relegated to the shadows of obscurity within the KOF universe. She remains largely forgotten by many. Introduced as somewhat of a replacement for Choi in KOF 2003, Mei-Lin embodies the agile weapon-wielding stereotype. Her combat style mirrors that of a ninja, incorporating an array of weaponry, ranging from blades and knives to yo-yos and even a giant hammer. Despite her prowess, Mei-Lin's fighting methods are not regarded as honorable, particularly by Yuri, sparking a bitter rivalry between the two fighters. While she exhibits some moves reminiscent of Choi's, Mei-Lin emerges as a distinct character in her own right, characterized by challenging to master fighting style. Apart from her debut on KOF 2003, Mei-Lin also made an appearance in KOF 11 as a member of the anti-Kyokugenryu team alongside Kasumi and Eiji. Regrettably, akin to the King, this marked her final playable appearance in the series, much to the dismay of fans. Mei-Lin's unique character design and combat style hold untapped potential, leaving enthusiasts longing for her return in future installments, where she could undoubtedly garner the recognition and fame she deserves. KOF 2001 and O2UM were the only games featuring Foxy as a playable character. She stands as a testament to missed potential within the series. In 2002 UM, she emerges as a formidable force, showcasing fencing skills that rival those found in games like Samurai Showdown or Soul Calibur. Renowned for her exceptional speed and impressive moveset, Foxy secures a place among the top-tier characters in the roster. However, her stint in the series concludes with this installment, primarily due to the completion of her story arc intricately tied to the NES organization. Doubts regarding her fate lingered for some time, especially after sustaining a fatal blow from K49 and Hell at the conclusion of KOF 2001. Nonetheless, her appearances in KOF 15's endings reassure fans of her well-being and continued dedication to her daughter/little sister figure, Kula. Additionally, given her ownership of a honey factory, it's easy to envision Foxy forming a bond with Whip as well. Unlike many other characters on this list, Kensu has been a consistent presence throughout most installments of the King of Fighters series, cementing his status as a quintessential member of the Psycho Soldier band alongside Athena. Renowned for his zoning abilities, Kensu stands out as one of the best in the series, boasting both ease of use and versatility. His arsenal includes a reverse DP entire move that complements his projectile attacks flawlessly. Additionally, his swift and far-reaching sweeps serve as punishing tools against rolling opponents. Even without his fireballs in KOF 2000 and his alternate version in O2UM, Kensu remains a formidable adversary, particularly with his notorious Senshipu move, which is both annoying and safe on block. Despite his prowess, Kensu inexplicably fails to garner the attention of enough players. While he certainly has a dedicated fanbase, Kensu's underrated status persists, often slipping under the radar of many players despite the undeniable strengths and offerings he brings to the table with his gameplay. It's been quite some time since we last encountered the patriarch of the Kusanagi family, Saishu. While we did catch a glimpse of him recently in the ending of KOF 15, it amounted to little more than a cameo appearance. Saishu's playable appearances are limited to just 2 games, KOF 95 and 98, although some may count Neo Wave as well. Also, players had to input a code to unlock him in KOF 95's roster. As expected, Saishu shares many moves with his son, Kyo, but he also possesses unique techniques of his own. However, since KOF 98, Saishu has largely faded into the background, assuming the role of mentor and training master to Shingo. Despite serving as the sub-boss in 95 and a member of the iconic Masters team in 98, newer players are often unaware of the excitement and enjoyment that comes with playing as Saishu. While his teammates Takuma and Haiden have made numerous appearances since 98, Saishu has been notably absent for reasons unknown. Undoubtedly, he's the most underutilized master in the King of Fighters series. While it may seem surprising at first glance, the inclusion of Chizuru in this list does have its merit. True, she is indeed part of the recent KOF 15 roster. However, it's crucial to note that the Yatta heiress had been absent from the series since KOF 2003 prior to this. Even when she is available as a playable character, Chizuru tends to be overlooked by many players. This can be attributed primarily to her challenging playstyle, which requires mastering numerous intricacies. Additionally, Chizuru doesn't cater to fan service tendencies often seen in other characters. Yet, in the hands of a skilled player, she transforms into a formidable adversary, capable of unleashing devastating attacks. Her status as a sub-boss in 2 different games is certainly not without reason, hinting at the latent strength and potential she possesses. Shingo often finds himself dismissed by many players as nothing more than a comedic rendition of Kyo, relegated to the role of a comic relief and not to be taken seriously. While there is some truth to this perception, it's also the primary reason why he remains one of the most underrated characters in the series. However, Shingo is more than just a clown living in Kyo's shadow. He possesses qualities that many players overlook. One of Shingo's greatest strengths lies in his sheer power. Despite his moves being less refined versions of Kyo's, the impact they deliver is akin to being hit by a truck. His prolonged absence from the series only compounds his underrated status, further overshadowing his potential. Personally, I find great enjoyment in playing as Shingo. Not only is he entertaining, but he is also remarkably powerful and easier to use compared to Kyo. Despite having a sizable fanbase, I believe Shingo deserves far more recognition and opportunities to be a main in more teams. Do you remember Eiji Kisaragi? If you're new to the series, chances are you've never heard of this character, yet he is probably the only ninja in the series that actually looks like a ninja. Hailing from the Art of Fighting series, he made his debut in KOF 95 as a member of the Rivals team alongside Yori and Billy. Eiji returned in the version of KOF 98 and later in KOF 11 as part of the Intai Kyokugenryu team. Regrettably, this marked his final appearance in the series. Again, despite his scarce presence, Eiji's aesthetic appeal is matched by his impressive array of moves. He possesses a multitude of tools that enable him to navigate various combat scenarios, particularly excelling against zoners. Additionally, Eiji boasts an arsenal of projectiles of his own, further enhancing his versatility. However, it's precisely his limited appearances that contribute to his underrated and overlooked status, with many players forgetting his existence entirely. This oversight is truly regrettable, as Eiji's engaging gameplay and effective combat style make him a joy to play. Undoubtedly, he deserves more opportunities to shine in future installments of the series. Before unveiling the number 1 spot, here's some honorable mentions. I can't say I was surprised to find the American sports team in this list, but I am surprised to see them ranked this high, especially Heavy D. Many of you have voiced their opinions about his underrated status, with some even favoring him over Vanessa, the long-standing representative of boxing in the series. Vanessa embodies a different style of boxing, and therefore there's room for both her and Heavy D in the roster without overshadowing each other. Unfortunately, Heavy D and the American sports team as a whole have been unfairly treated by the series, appearing only in KOF 94 and 98. Despite his popularity within the team, Heavy D hasn't received the recognition he deserves, even in KOF 98, where many players overlooked his potential. Coupled with the team's unfortunate fate as one of the most unfairly treated in the series, it's clear why Heavy D and his teammates remain among the most underrated characters in the King of Fighters universe. which character you think is the most underrated in the series. Or maybe you think that some entries on this list are actually overrated. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Special thanks to my patrons for their support. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like this, and why not consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.